Welcome back to my channel. I'm Katrina. Channel name is Katrina's Creation. I was supposed to do a video yesterday, but I was shattered and I weren't feeling too good either. Had a lot of pain yesterday, so I didn't do it. I thought I'd do it today. Been quite motivated today. I've gutted my bedroom and cleaned all of that. Then I went into the boys' rooms and I had the intentions of doing their rooms, and I looked at them and I thought, no, I'm not doing it. So I just done their beds for them. They can do it when they get in, because I just am not attempting to do that. Yeah, so I've got washing upon washing upon washing to do right now. I've already done 3 loads today. I've got, I don't know how many more loads to go, because my kids like to hoard clothes in their room and bring it all down at one time. So yeah, that's what I've been doing. So I haven't actually done any crocheting today, but I am going to show you my current WIPs that I've got going. Did I mention any of them? I think I mentioned about one that I've started in the Crafty Goals video that I did. So yeah, I'm going to show you those. As normal, I'm here with my tea, like I always am. So, before I go into WIPs, I thought I would show you what the last lot of yarn that I bought, and some goodies. So, I did an order for Purple Linda. If any of you watch Kim from Blue Cherub 82, hi Kim, you would know that I did an order on Purple Linda because she went on there to look for the hooks that I ordered and there weren't none left. But it wasn't all me, because when I originally went to buy them, I was going to buy 10 sets of the hooks, and I thought, no, I'll just get 5. So I just got 5 sets, and then Kim said they were sold out. But when I actually did originally put in for the 10, they were all there. So I don't know who else has been buying them. So yeah, I got 5 sets of these, the rose gold ones, Millwood crochet hooks, so that I can put polymer clay on the handles. I will be doing that this week. I haven't had any time, so I've still got to finish the other set that I did, so it can be sent off. Is there a set missing? Oh yeah. So 5 sets of those. I also got a new pattern book. I'm sure this was on sale. It was either £1 or £2. It was no more than £2 for this. There is 12 different patterns in there, and some of them are really nice. So you've got a bag there, and a cardigan, and a scarf with that. Is that a jumper or a throw over? You got these 2. My mum likes this one. My mum comes round and she sees what I've bought and she has to have a look. And that one. And that one's another bag. And another scarf. And a cardigan. And that one with another bag and a scarf. And those 2. I do like this one. It's a bit holey, but I do like the style of it. I like long tops. Covers up bits that you don't want people to see. Right, and that one. And another scarf. So you got these 2. Trying to get it so there's no glare, because the sun's shining today. I think that is it, and the rest is all patterns. So yeah, that was in the book, and that one. So yeah, that was a good buy, £1 or £2. I've got to check. Let me check my emails actually, because it'd be in my emails. No, that's not my emails. Let me have a look. see what comes up. Right. Oh no, it doesn't. It hasn't got it on the receipt. Oh yes, it has. It was £1. That pattern book was £1. And then also Purple Linda had, you know, you get the packs of damaged yarn, hasn't got the ball bands or whatever. She was doing a pack of 5 James C. Brett Marble DK for £5. So I picked up 2 of those. So I've got these ones, I like this one, and I know Karen and Jan will like that purple. And I've got another one. They've all got slightly different colours in. But I've never used this before. I've seen everyone using them. I've seen people using their marble chunky. That's the first time I've ever had any. I don't know what I'm going to do with them yet, but they was on offer, so I'll just, you know, as you do. So that is literally all the yarn I bought this year. So I've got to put that away. Well, say put it away. I don't know where I'm going to put it because I've got no room for anything. In my last video, I was making this. I've added another 2 rows since. So that's looking lovely. So yeah, just granny square, and then I'm joining as you go. I don't know if this is called the flat braid join as you go, but if anyone knows, can you see the way that it kind of braids along there? So yeah, I don't know if that's what it's called, but that's how I'm joining it. So that is in my box. I went and got another 2 of these from Poundland. I didn't know they was doing them in white. I didn't see them in white the first time. So because the 2 grey ones that I had, my son nicked one and he's got his yarn in it. So I went and bought myself another 2, and that has got all of the schemes of Karen Simply Softing for this blanket. So that's in there. And then the other project that I'm working on at the moment is this. Oh God, where's my stitch? Right, it's here. I don't want to lose that. So this yarn that I'm using for this, oh, can I reach that? I'll see if I can reach it in a second. Is yarn from Lolly's Little Wool Shack. A lot of people have been ordering from her. She's got great value yarn, and it works up nicely. So I'm following a tutorial on YouTube by Oana. I think it's Oana. And it's the easy pullover, and this is it so far. So it feels like it's taking forever because I'm using such a small hook. Well, it's not a small hook, but the yarn's quite thin. It's it's the cakes. So if you can see, the yarn is quite thin. So I'm using 4mm hook, and I've been working on that. So one night I'll do a few rows on this, and another night I'll do a few squares on that, and just been alternating what I'm doing. But I do like how it's coming out. So got a little way to go yet, and then to do the sleeves, but I'm getting there. I'm getting there nicely. So so far this is the second cake of this that I've used. As you can see, I'm coming to the end of this one, and I've got another one up here. This is my little messy corner with all of my bits to hand. This is the cake. It's kind of messed up. I'll show this end. So each one of them, I have noticed, starts with a different colour. They don't all start with the same colour, because the first cake that I had obviously started with this grey, and then the second cake that I had started, this cake here that I'm using started with this brown, though this one's starting with brown again. So yeah, they don't all start from the same place, and I think I've still got 2 or 3 of them, so I'm hoping it's going to be enough to finish the body and do the sleeves. If it's not long enough to do long sleeves, then I'll just do 3/4 lengths or half sleeves, could do. But yeah, so that is all I'm really working on at the moment. So, but I do like how the colours, they do go together. You wouldn't think yellow and grey and brown and dark grey, and there's like a green in there as well. You wouldn't think they would all go, but they do. So yeah, that's what I am working on. But this feels like it takes forever to do a row, because obviously the yarn's so thin and I'm using a smaller hook. But I didn't really want to use too much of a bigger hook for it, because I don't want the jumper to be lacy. I don't want you to be able to see through it, sort of thing. So a lot of crochet patterns that you get, let me show you in this book, I'm sure. Like that top that I said that I liked, but it was it had too many holes in it. So it's like, if you wear a crochet jumper like this one, that's a nice jumper, but it's got too much holes. If you didn't want to wear a top underneath that, it wouldn't look very good, would it, in your bra? Yeah, I didn't want to I wanted to be able to wear this with nothing, apart from my bra, with nothing underneath it. That's why I just stuck to the smaller hook. And yeah, so hopefully, I'm hoping that I'll get that finished this week. I'm just trying to do bits around the house this week, and I haven't got anything planned. I know I've got to go food shopping one day this week. But yeah, so it's just trying to do everyday bits and trying to get that finished. Also, I did say that as part of my crafty goals that I wanted to work, the new stitches that I wanted to learn about and work on was Tunisian crochet. And I did say in that video that I have started a Tunisian crochet project, which I did start. I was doing that over Christmas time because I didn't have any orders to do and I didn't really know what I wanted to make. So I just sat down and thought, I'll do this. So I don't even know where my hook's gone to this. My hook has come off. But this is, if you know it, some people will, this is the 10 stitch blanket. Well, it will be. So this is just using yarn, surplus yarn that I've got, that I'm not using for anything else, just little 50-gram balls that I've got. And I've just been going round and round with that, with 6mm crochet hook. So it's just the normal Tunisian crochet, simple stitch. And it's just the 10 stitch all the way. But once you get the hang of it, it's all right. The only thing I would say, and that's one thing that probably puts me off Tunisian crochet, is it doesn't grow as quick as normal crochet. Tunisian crochet is very much like knitting, in a sense where it takes longer to build up a piece of fabric. So yeah, I spent a couple days on and off doing that. I haven't worked on it in over a week or so, but that's just going to be something in the back burner that I'll just do here and then. It's not something it's not that I've planned to use it for anything in particular. I just thought I'd use up some yarn, and I was bored at the time and didn't have anything to do, so I thought, let me learn a bit about Tunisian crochet. And I like the 10 stitch blanket. I have seen loads of them. My sister did try to do the knitting one, but she couldn't get her head around it. My sister, I've got 3 of them, so it's the one after me. She knits, she can crochet, but she's not very clear. She knows how to do a double crochet, and in UK terms a treble. I think that's probably about as far as she can go. She gets confused. She prefers knitting, but she did try it, the 10-stitch blanket knitting, and she couldn't get her head around it. So I did say to her, I'd show her how to do this one, but I don't know if she wants to or not. She hasn't said anything since. So yeah, that's about it really. This is all I've been doing. So I've got yarn everywhere. So yeah, really and truly, that is about it. I haven't made any more hooks, which I will be doing this week. Possibly what's tomorrow? Tuesday. Possibly tomorrow I might be making some hooks. Depends how much more bits around the house I got to do. I don't know. I'm just preparing myself right now because I've got to take these dogs out for a W.A.P. I can't actually say the word because they know it, and as soon as I say it, they won't stop jumping around and barking and whining, so I have to spell certain words out. As you can hear, my voice has gone funny again because of this lovely cough that I have that doesn't want to be evicted from my body. I've given up with it now. I've given up trying. Just part of life. So today is Monday the 15th of January. What is everyone doing? What did you do over the weekend? Did you have a good weekend? What did I do this weekend? Yesterday was Sunday. Yes, literally yesterday I just laid on the sofa with the dogs. Well, I should say I laid on the sofa, the dogs laid on me. Saturday I went out for my friend's birthday. Friday was running around after my sons. So yeah, same old, running around after kids. But that's about it, really. I'm so excited about starting new projects, but I want to get these ones done before I start anything else. So I officially have 2 official projects on the go at the moment. So when I finished one of them, I can then start another one while I'm still working both 2 projects at a time, sort of thing. But I'm not gonna go crazy and start all of these things that I see and like, because then I never finish them. So that's just gonna be what I'm gonna be working on for now, I think, until that jumper will probably be finished before the granny square blanket will be. So obviously I want that blanket to go over the sofa, so I've got quite a few squares to go on that yet. So yeah, hopefully that jumper will be finished. What was I going to start after that? I don't know what I'm going to start after that. Possibly might be another jumper or something. I do want to make more items for me this year. I'll make everything for everyone else. And it was even after doing the crafty goals video, a friend of mine has just had twins, a girl and a boy, and I was like, I want to make them something. And I was looking at lovies to make, and I was like, let me just finish what I've got on the go. So once I finished one of these projects here, I've got a pattern that I found on Ravelry, yeah, for elephant lovey, because my friend who had the baby, she loves elephants. So I was going to do 2 elephant loveys, one in pink, one in blue. But once I do those, you'll see, because I'll let you know. But that's about it. That's all I've got to say, really. It's 5 to 2 now. I'll finish my tea, go find my trainers, take the mutts out, come back, cook dinner, clean up again, shower, and then relax with some crochet before I go to bed. That is the plan. But plans never work out. I know something. Oh, do you know what else I did today? I washed my nets. My net curtains. I hate I love net curtains up at the window. I think it's the way my mum is. My mum's old-fashioned thing like that. I prefer net curtains up. And but I don't like it. You know, when they get a bit dusty. You know, if you walk past someone's house and they got up net curtains and the net curtains are actually yellow, but they're supposed to be white, and it's just like, have you not got a washing machine? So I do take my net curtains down a lot, but this time it was hard because I've moved my living room around and I've got my TV now in front of my window. The way that my living room is situated is awkward. It's a kind of an awkward shape. So it's like I either have to have my TV in a corner of the room and it's hard to manoeuvre everything else around it because of the big sofas and dog cages, or I have it on a wall like that because I've got a proper unit, like the unit with my yarn in, which my TV's on, and then there's units that go with that that's either side of it. Then I've got other units that's full of yarn as well that's either side of that, so it takes up a whole wall. So I've put them there, and it was today, and I was sitting down having my tea this morning when I woke up and thought, yep, net's coming down. And then I sat down looking at the windows thinking, how am I even getting to the curtains to get them down? I had to move all of the units out to get the nets down. And I was like, oh, got that one down. So I did that one first because I thought, oh, that one would be the hardest. Then took the one down in my dining room, took the one down by my front door, went upstairs, took the one down in my bedroom, went into my kids' room. Well, tried to get in my kids' room. Their rooms are diabolical, like seriously. You know them programs in America, like Hoarders, Buried Alive? That's my kids' rooms. And my older son is the worst one. His room, he's been cleaning that room up for a week. It's still not clean. And it's like Christmas, for example. Everyone came to my house Christmas Day, my family. And I think about a couple of days before, me and my sister was going through everything we needed. And I said to my sister, I need some new knives and forks. And she goes, no, you don't. I goes, yeah, I do. I've literally got 4 forks in the drawer and about 6 spoons. And there was more than that amount of people I was feeding on Christmas. And she goes, where's all your cutlery? Up in the boys' rooms. My son's adamant that they weren't up there. Absolutely adamant. Swore blind they didn't have nothing in his room. Then his bed broke. But he's had a new bed in his room for ages, but it hasn't been put up. It was just, you know, when it comes flat pack and it's in pieces. It was like that. And it was a double bed, but he still had a single bed. So we was waiting till after Christmas to get him a new mattress. And then his single bed broke, so it happened anyway. So we just got him a new mattress. Then he decided to put up, the night before the mattress was being delivered, he decided to put the single bed down and put the double bed frame up ready for when the mattress comes and it can just be done. So he's put this this double bed up. I don't know how the beds are in America, but over in England, a lot of the new beds now come with these plastic clips that sit along the bed frame that you slide the slats into, and it has like the plastic clips at the edges. In the middle, it's like a double-sided one, so it can go in either side. The middle bar he had, where the plastic clips were facing the right way, they were facing up fine. And then the outer bars, he had the plastic clips facing the floor instead of facing the ceiling. And he couldn't work out why. He couldn't get the slats in. So he's called me up and he was like, Mum, can you come and help me? I can't do this bed. So I've gone up there and I'm in the room and I'm looking at it and I'm like, you've done something wrong. He's like, no, I haven't. You have. They're not supposed to be facing down. They're supposed to be the same size as those ones. He's like, so what have I got to do? Take it apart, turn them round, put it back together. He's like, if I turn them round, they're going to be facing outwards. I'm like, no, Dion. You're not turning them to face the opposite way. You're turning them to face upwards. They're upside down, not inside out. He didn't get what I was saying. So I did it the next day. Me and my younger son went up in his room while he was at work and pulled the frame apart, put it right, put it back together and put the slats on. While I was in his room, the amount of forks and spoons and plates and glasses and cups I found in this child's room, and he swore they weren't in there. Now I've brought it all out of his room, and I took pictures of it and sent it to him. I thought you didn't have all this stuff in your room. He's like, you put that in there. I didn't. Denial. Now I've got a drawer overflowing full of cutlery because I found it all in his room. But it's my friend says to me, oh, I don't know how you cope. I'll just go in there and clean it. I used to do that. I used to go in there and clean it, but the more I go in there and clean it, the more lazy I'm making him, because then he won't do it. So I refuse to do it now. I go and I change their bed sheets, clean the nets, clean the windows. Everything else is their responsibility. It's their room. If they want to live in a dump, then live in a dump. It's not going to affect me because I haven't got to sleep in there. It's really windy today. Sounds like my front door's going to slam right open. And I've got an aerial on my roof. I don't even know if it works because I don't think I've got an outdoor aerial in this house. But when it's windy, it rocks and it sounds like someone's upstairs. It scares the kids. And also, you know, like the loft hatch that you have. We call it loft in England. I think in America they call it an attic. But normally loft hatches are at the top of the stairs. Every house I've ever been in or known to go in or lived in myself, the loft hatch is normally at the top of the stairs where you can fall and break your neck. I never used them for that reason. But in this house, the loft hatch is in my son's room. And when it's windy, it moves. It actually moves out of its space. So it's like, it actually scares my older son. He keeps telling me he doesn't like this house because there's a ghost up in the loft because the loft hatch moves. Like it's just the wind. Oh, kicking the table. But yeah, kids for you. I was tempted to take a picture of his room the other day and post it on Facebook, but I thought no, he would actually stop talking to me. But it is bad. It is really bad. I hate it. And they know I hate it. I swear they do it to wind me up. It's even when I go to bed and like obviously I cook, and after I cook I clean up. And the only person that's drinking anything or well, if I'm eating anything in the evening would be me because the kids are in bed. So when I go to bed, the majority of the time the sink's empty because before I go to bed I'll wash up my cup so that I can use it again the next day when I wake up. If I wake up in the morning and my sink is full of washing up or my kitchen's dirty, that will put me in a bad mood. And they know it does and they still do it. I don't know why they do that. I don't like coming down to a messy kitchen. I don't like cooking in a messy kitchen. So there has been times where they've made mess in the kitchen and I've refused to cook them dinner because they haven't cleaned up their mess. They still don't listen. I don't know if it's a boy thing or if it's a girl thing. But it's a kid thing, and it doesn't. And now I know why my mum used to moan at me when I was younger, but I was nowhere near as bad as these kids. And then, like, my son moaned at me because Cairo, the little dog, the newest one, he got into my son's room and chewed up a pair of his new socks. And my son's like, I don't want him in my room no more, he keeps chewing up my stuff. And I'm like, but he wouldn't be able to chew up your stuff if you put it away. He's like, yeah, he would. No, he wouldn't. If you put your clothes away where they're supposed to go, he can't open drawers or open wardrobe doors. How would he chew them up? I haven't got an answer. So he just storm off and not talk to me for a couple of hours until he thinks I forgot about it. But yeah, that's the sort of... This is the problem I have. Every Christmas and every birthday, I tell everyone to buy my kids socks. And if I was to show you a picture of my floor right now, you would see at least two socks on the floor that have got holes in. And these are socks they got for Christmas. They never ever put their stuff away. And they moan at me because I don't tell the dogs off. The dogs will chew up what they've got accessible to them. He's a puppy, he's going to chew. They all do it. If you want your stuff and you looked after it, the dogs wouldn't have it, it wouldn't get chewed. They don't listen. So, not my fault, I'm afraid. I keep telling them. It's funny how my socks don't get chewed and my shoes don't get chewed and nothing of mine. Like they lose chargers and everything. They've had chargers chewed up, trainers. My son had I bought my son a brand new pair of Nike trainers. This was when the other two were puppies. So this is nearly 4 years ago. And I kept saying to him, put your shoes away, because I kept tripping over him. Because my older son, he's only 17, but he's got a size 13 foot. That's a big piece of foot. And I trip over his shoes all the time. And I always say to him, put them away. He never puts them away. And then one day, he'd come in from school and took off his trainers, just left them on the floor. And he's gone in the kitchen to make something to eat. And the dogs had got hold of this Nike trainer, took it into their cage, and they're sitting there chewing it. Bearing in mind, I've just paid £95 for this pair of trainers. And I'm watching the dog sit there chewing this trainer. Then my son Dion's come back in. He was like, "Where's my other shoe?" I was like, "The dogs have got it in the cage. They're chewing it." "Why didn't you stop him?" "Didn't I tell you to put your shoes away?" That's why I didn't stop him. Thing is with kids, they don't listen. And my mum always used, there was a saying my mum always said to me when I was growing up: those who don't hear must feel. So you don't want to listen to what I'm telling you, you're going to feel the repercussions of it. So that's what I do with my kids. They don't listen. I am actually sitting there talking a load of rubbish, aren't I? Well, I'm going to go because it's coming up. Yeah, 6 minutes past 2. My sister's going to be here soon, so I need to go and get these dogs out. So I'm going to put this video up for you guys and then get on with the day. The sooner I get everything done, the sooner I can have a shower, sit down and crochet. That is the objective, to get to my end goal, which is crochet. So anyway, I hope everyone is absolutely having a lovely day. If you're not and it's a bad day, just sit and crochet. It helps. It helps. So until I do another video, I'm not sure whether I'll be doing one this week or at the weekend. I'm not sure yet. Depends whether if I've got any finished items to show. I won't be buying any yarn, so I won't be doing any videos like that. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. So you might see me in the rest of this week. You might not until next week, but we'll see. Don't know. So anyway, take care, and I will see you all soon.